Hello, gamers. We have returned to the Bazaar. Played on stream today. Had some great builds. This is the first stream post pufferfish nerf. Okay. So I'm scared, but I'm excited. I do have 9 rank tickets. I'm a believer, especially as I get older, that like playing games competitively inevitably puts you on the downslope to not enjoying them, or for at least being more frustrated with them than you are pleased. So I will play ranked at some point, but stop asking. First we gotta learn the game, and then we gotta decide we've had enough, we need some more juice. Then we play ranked, and that starts the timer for when we never play the game again. It's that simple. This is my bad, I'm sure. But it's loading. It's loading the game. You know why it's loading? Because they just hot fixed the game. So it's going to take a little longer to load, right? Hang on, though. Is it really back? I'm hanging on the loading screen right now. Forehead. Lost connection. Let's try again. I'm in right now. I'm talking to my Discord. They say I'm in right now. I thought maybe I got trolled. This is live tech support. Did you have to restart the tempo launcher? I should have known something was wrong with the loading screen. Never mind, it works. Smiley face. I should have known something was wrong when the loading screen didn't lag the first time. Obviously, it wasn't doing anything. Whoa! Okay. Not very good. I think it can be a nice accessory, but runs out of ammo too fast early. Cove is a really nice engine to generate money, I think, but it's got to be trebuchet early, because it actually does damage, man. And then how about a small item that attacks fast? You don't attack fast, but you do attack reliably. Because the trebuchet charge, basically, let's think of it this way. Its cooldown is reduced every time another weapon attacks. I'm going to save some money. I think this build is pretty good. And really, like, the damage from this is probably irrelevant. The damage from the trebuchet is what's going to get the kill. So I would actually love to get, like, a fang and replace the shoe blade with a fang, because it would trigger 50% faster and thus get our trebuchet popping, which actually gives us a chance to stack burn. So I think we've got a great build. It actually got the kill, so what do I know? I think we've got a great build for the early game, especially if we get a fang. Pelt is okay, we can sell it. Silver tier items or crit skills? It's too early for skills, I think. The silver tier item. I mean, you sell the pelt. You could roll, and to be honest, reducing the cooldown on the trebuchet by 20%. It's like 1.4, 1.6 seconds. I do feel like Crow's Nest will go crazy.
More raids, more bounty.
I can't afford it. I was gonna say, it would go crazy eventually. Now, here's where you do the math. Every 6 seconds takes off 1 second on the trebuchet, plus does damage. Or this, I think you put this in the bag, and you run the silencer. I really did want to buy the Crow's Nest, though. Plus, can I just say, silenced trebuchet is just a funny idea for a guy like me. This is gonna sound crazy. I want to win today to get XP and level up and not be behind forever. How do we win today? You don't take XP because it doesn't get us there. It leaves us 1 short because you get 1 for whatever you choose. Gold, sure, maybe fine, but if we can get, it's a big ask, but if we can get a random skill for free, even if it's bronze, it could tip us over the edge. First time you haste, freeze an item. I think it's actually a pretty good skill, but it won't trigger for us. But I'm not sad to have it, because haste also works with the trebuchet. Your spiked shield, which means you're going to do damage equal to your shield. But I think our trebuchet is going to just nuke your shield. So I think we rinse you, I'm afraid. Sorry for my new vocal tick. I say I'm afraid, but when I'm not actually scared. But it's good. Winning day one is good. Now I'm trying to think of what works with this. Water wheel hastes all of our items, and it would also then freeze an item. And 3 seconds of freeze can ruin somebody's life, man. Silver tier items. Let's try. The more weapons we have, the better off we're gonna feel. Because weapons, again, will trigger the trebuchet. But I don't think it's any of these. I try not to spend too much on reroll. It's definitely this, man. Every 3 seconds, it'll take 1 second off of the trebuchet, and if it crits, which it's likely to do, it reloads itself.
Place to store the rest of the tyrant's gold.
2 ammo. Did it used to be full? Maybe I'm crazy. 2 cinders for burn. Get a weapon. I think I'd rather here. I'd rather get a weapon, man. Let's see what we're cooking up here. Gulp. I think it's horrible. And the reason is we're no longer reducing your cooldown. But that being said, I think this makes sense. I think it's horrible. I did make a... You're not going to believe me maybe unless you watch the stream. I made a Langjean build go to 10 wins today. And it popped. But I think getting it on day 2 might be like too much of a drag to get you going. I really don't want to get a crit skill, man. I think we want something free. Now, Covetous Thief is interesting to me. This is how I know I've been playing too much of the game the past couple of days. The cloak that we could get here hastes a weapon. And hasting will also freeze, and it will haste the trebuchet, and it will reduce the trebuchet's charge. So, I do feel like getting the cloak would go insane. I don't know about the skills, honestly. I mean, at the start of each fight, gain a gold. At least it's like, you can keep your head empty. Give the weapon to the left of this. 10 damage for the fight every 3 seconds. I don't think it really works for what we're going for right now. But give me some monster loot. It makes a burn better. Reduce the cooldown. I am thinking if you pull this, you pull this, you put... Nah, it doesn't make sense. What you're suggesting here doesn't make sense. It's madness to suggest it. And again, I'm in the same boat. The XP won't get us there today, so we take small item just to see what we get. A seashell. Not what we're looking for. Mr. Dad 85 Twitch TV. I understand what you're thinking, by the way, because you're probably like, you're not reducing the cooldown on your trebuchet. We are, it's just indirectly. Because this firing every 3 seconds means every 3 seconds we're taking 1 second off of the cooldown. And the cooldown is like 7 seconds, so we're taking 2 seconds off, which is more than 20%, I think. I don't know what your build does, and that frightens me a little bit. You appear to be healing, which I think means you have sustain, which is heinous for me. I don't know. Actually, the burn, the crits, the burns, and the crits, and the burns, and that we take these. And winning with a smaller board, man. I'm not saying we don't have like maybe an overpowered build or something. I genuinely don't know, but winning with a smaller board feels amazing. Okay, how about some medium items, like perhaps a trebuchet, for example? You haste, but you haste aquatic items, which is ticking me off. We don't have any ammo to reload you. There's a chance we might in the future, but we don't yet. Katana works very, very well with the trebuchet. Because every 2 seconds it takes a second off instead of like 3 seconds. I think that's a keeper. We're about to level up and then we'll rework our board completely.
I'm almost sure that was a good trade.
Thank you, Barkham. Very cool. All right, so Katana's not our only weapon. Giving it 10 extra damage considering how often it attacks might be advisable though. But the other thing we could do is we could just run... Well, I was going to say we just run weapons, but I don't think that's the case. Grindstone is admittedly kind of tempting. But we got to remember trebuchet is our damage dealer. So we really just want trebuchet to go as often as possible. I still think... Sorry, buddy. I still think you rock the silencer on the katana. The katana attacks so frequently. And then... take cinders for burn. I don't think it's a huge get, but it's something. Small non-weapon, bronze tier skills. I'm a bronze tier junk guy, and then we'll evaluate these items. Not good for selling, slow cooldown. Your weapons gain 3 damage. Kind of nutty. I think we've broken the game. Never mind. Kind of nutty if we're going for a wide build, which we are right now. 15 damage for each small item you have, including in your stash. Funny idea. I don't know if now's the time. Insect wing, though, for sure. Our game's not looking so hot right now. But 3% cooldown reduction. It adds up, man. Work with me, guys. Work with me here. Your leftmost weapon will get 4 damage. But I've been told that this one has to be on your board in order to work for you. And this gains haste. It gains crit chance. You're not going to be hasted yet. It may change at some point, but... I think you buy Old Sword, leave, and then just give me a second to figure this out. Yes, you come out, you come in, you get sold. Maybe buff the katana damage makes a lot more sense now that I think about it, but... And then, I think we fight the Flame Dancer, because we have, like, kind of a burn build going. It would be lovely to get Cinders. I don't know, maybe it would be nice to get Fiery Cutlass. We kind of need some burn skills, but, I mean, it's very early in the game. We're doing it. We got momentum. We've got a good run. We've won our first 2 matches, which means we got some extra XP. We're stacking more burn than you would expect. Burn, you know, it's not as sexy as poison, but now that the pufferfish has been nerfed, maybe we're well positioned. I don't know. Monster loot it can be a little dangerous if you get loot that you don't want, but at least it ends up it's actually amazing for us. It usually ends up being at least like economically a wash. Okay, 1 win on this build, but you know, the builds change fast early, so I wouldn't look at this and be like, we got him cooked. Cinema Enjoyer doesn't, they don't count their chickens before they hatch. I have no idea what your build does. It freezes, and it scales when things freeze, but it scales so very slowly. It is annoying to be frozen, but no disrespect, at least my weapon does damage. I'm really not trying to be a jerk. I'm just like... it's just weird to me, you're playing as Vanessa, but you got like non-Vanessa items. Like what, the cryo sleeve, frozen bludgeon, rocket boots? What's going on, man?
Waiting to be filled.
Just taking a peek. I think income's good, but like upgrades can be hard to come by, man. Upgrade your leftmost bronze tier. More damage on katana. That's fine. It attacks so fast. I know how this is going to sound. Yes, it would be nice if there were less connectivity issues, but at least it's basically a single-player game with connectivity issues. That's good, instead of a multiplayer game with connectivity issues where even if they fix the servers, I don't want to play it.
Now this will inspire the crew.
Now, let's see. Slow skills. I guess we'd buff the... How did you get over there, man? We buffed the trebuchet for now, I think. Just because the revolver could run... Ah, but it goes so fast. The thing is, you can't sharpen the katana and put the silencer on it. And we'd really like to keep the silencer on it. You could either sharpen the trebuchet, And by the first time it attacks, it may have gained a lot of damage. Or I guess you could sharpen the revolver and just see how it goes. You don't even exist. No disrespect. Items with ammo. I guess it would be nice to get a silver revolver. We just don't have anything that refills ammo, so that's hard to do, man. I'll take a silver skill, though, even though it's early. When you use your leftmost item, burn 2. First time you use a large item, haste adjacent items. And then the first time you haste, freeze. There is, like, this thing, or maybe even moving the katana over, putting 2 burn on every 2 seconds. I recognize the freeze synergy, but there is just a part of me that thinks, man, every 2 seconds adding 2 burn, a skill that could be upgraded in the future. I like the sound of it. I like the sound of it. And I always pick Boiler Room Brawler because he says I've got work in the morning.
You see this wrench?
Okay, he usually says he's got work in the morning. What does he have? I thought he had a rivet gun. Maybe not always. We have been slow. I know it looks like we're not adding much burn, but the thing is, eventually the katana is going to be doing more than 1 attack every 2 seconds. Eventually it's going to be perma-hasted and doing 1 attack per second. When this gains haste, your items gain crit chance. You can catch me aiding the convoys on the mountain pass and getting risky. We crushed the Boiler Room Brawler. Maybe we crushed the retiree. He's kind of sandstorm posting, but you know what? We have damage over time, so I think we can outscale his heal. It's not even going to be close, and the extra XP we get of this is going to like catapult us to the next level. We really need to rework our board though. Like the shoe blade should not be out there anymore.
Not even a battle?
When you shield charge this 2 seconds, we're not built for bushel, but
Waiting to be filled.
an item with ammo, more damage and crit chance at the cost of max health. I think you gotta go burn. And I would love to put it on the katana, but that's sadly not how it works. But haste, slow, and cooldown items. Now this might be what we need to get the combos rolling. You slow. We're not a frost build at all. At the start of each day, get a piranha. I sadly think this is a wash for us, man. I can't spend money on a maybe on that one. So I don't know. I feel like we didn't improve our run too much today, but we definitely beat the AI and we leveled up fast, so maybe they'd look to have a freeze skill. First time you use a large item, freeze an item for 4 seconds. Anything you freeze is bad for me. Wait, they don't have any large items, man! Carry this early game momentum. Please. We win on burn. Yeah. Okay. Dude, we're already at bronze victory. The game just started, we're already at bronze victory.
Make you predictable. You move in straight lines.
Fight a monster? That's what I'm best at, because I don't have to make any decisions. It's the burn guy, man! If we beat him, we're gonna get something that helps us with burn. Necessarily. I don't know how big of an if it is, but... No, I think he's cooked, man. We've gotten great events today. Even a skill would probably be sick, honestly.
Pathetic.
That's
As
good.
spineless as a
This has
jelly.
burn equal to the burn of your other items. It's not a weapon, though, so it won't scale trebuchet. Maybe it actually isn't good enough, man. It's cute, though. We have 35 gold. Like, we dump silencer, put this out there. I mean, I guess it does burn 26. That's... Yeah, okay. I mean, it doesn't charge trebuchet. I'm willing to give it a shot, though. Actually, run this. We don't need the sharpening stone. Yeah, that's the tick. I mean, I don't really want you out there, but what do? When this gains haste, we don't do that here. So, crazy play. I'm just gonna save my money and just take the free XP. You might give me something that's actually good, but I actually feel like we take the gold fights right now because I feel like our run is really strong. If your run is really strong, maybe it's best to just invest in XP because that's not going anywhere. Now, if we lose this, I'll be devastated beyond belief, but God, that skill would go crazy. The burn stacking is kind of nutty, man. A skill. First time you poison, freeze an item for 3 seconds. Well, now we got to get something that's like the first time you poison, burn. Or the first time you burn, poison, I should say. Better healing on restorative fire claw. I think maybe you could just run damage on katana and feel pretty good about it for now. I'm resisting the urge to pivot, man, because I feel like this run's got... It's got the sauce right now. We're on 4 wins, feeling pretty good. So weapon deals 20 damage and slows. We're really looking for haste. I think we might buy it, though. It does... It kind of beats the shoe blade. It has a worse cooldown, but... You have a better cooldown, because a piranha has like a 4-second cooldown, but... it also costs money, so... I should definitely sell the bushel. Okay. Slows what? Slows 1 item for 4 seconds? 4 seconds is a long time, man. We might love a small weapon, frankly. But don't you get like 2 gold and a weapon from this as well? And it wouldn't even be small, necessarily? It is small, but it didn't have to be. Okay. Oh, my Lanta, what a name! I didn't even do... I should always do like a double check to make sure I have my board laid out how I want. I was just going to say, as long as Silencer is next to Katana, I'm feeling okay. So their build is long fight and then scale the grindstone. Oh, and then if you crit with the Cutlass, you do a ton of damage. A ton of damage. Holy cow, it worked. Now, they beat the odds a little bit to get the double crit. But I'm not mad, because I think it takes stones to rock a build like that. But I am mad because it only hurts me, because it doesn't help them, because the multiplayer is asynchronous. When you use your leftmost item, haste an item for 1 second. That's huge. I think it's that simple. Because Katana's going so frequently on the left, it'll haste something, and then every time something gets hasted, oh, the first time we haste, we freeze for 3 seconds, and then every time something gets hasted, this charges for 2 seconds, basically, because this already... Oh, yeah. Yes, we understand now. We don't have any way to replenish your ammo, otherwise I could be persuaded. But it's like a catch-22, right? I never have any way to replenish the ammo, so I never buy it, but then I never have a reason to buy the item that's like, replenish your ammo. Anyway. I'm going, Trebuchet's the win con. Don't make the mistake of thinking that this run is bad just because we lost our most recent run. I actually think we have like a really, really good setup. I don't know if this is the guy we're supposed to be fighting, but if we could perhaps get a vial of blood, I'd be pleased. And he gives us the most XP when he dies, which is when I don't have any other reason to pick an enemy specifically, because I don't have the wiki open while I play right now. I'll just take the XP. And we nuked him. When you poison, get regen. Definitely useless, but I'd be happy to aid the convoy, dude. I'd be happy to go risky mode with you. Dire Mosquito level 6, cooldown reduction, I'm afraid. When you use an adjacent weapon, slow an item for 2 seconds. Could be disgusting too, man. I'm loving all the free fights we're getting, though. That's XP, man. Like, this is probably 2 XP, right? Maybe?
Walk it.
When you slow, deal 6 damage. Not good enough, but it was mostly about just getting the fight. Medium items. Yeah, medium items. It can't be this, but it could be katana.
Welcome in, huh?
It is katana.
Oh, I think you're really gonna enjoy
I love it. Gold and katana. 30 damage a second. We still need to find a way to haste. I think we're looking for large item like water wheel, although water wheel kind of destroys the trebuchet setup a little bit. You only haste aquatics. When you burn, charge this 2 seconds. Deal damage equal to 40% of your enemy's max health and destroy this. I've literally never tried this before. So I'm gonna cut silencer and our slower. And I'm just gonna try it. And trying it in PvP is maybe like a little risky, but and I gotta say I love getting the cinders because the cinders on the trebuchet actually adds it to the fire hand as well. I mean 40%, it takes 20 seconds, but every burn is gonna lower it by 2 seconds.
Go ahead. Underestimate.
It might be trash, okay? And it makes our trebuchet a fair bit slower, I think. Which is unfortunate because the trebuchet is also what burns, but... Oh wait, our katana burns too. Oh my god, the katana burns. It fires in like 1 second, man. It fires so quickly. Because and if we can get haste on the katana, oh my god, then it's gonna go even faster. Because every time the katana hits, it burns. Every time it burns, the powder keg has 10% of its cooldown reduced. That's crazy. I think we want to go spend and then add 2 burn to this. Health, toughness, shield, chocolate bars, small non-weapon. We're chocolate bar posting it. Honestly, it's not the conventional wisdom, but I'm going to be spendy because I think we have the income for it right now. And then cooldown reduction would go crazy. And I think now, if we can get like cooldown reduction on the katana, knowing what it does to the powder keg, we really need haste. But like, this is good. Especially because 40% of an enemy's max HP might be like 3,000 HP pretty soon.
As spineless as a jellyfish.
Not what we were looking for. But you know what? Thanks for the freebie. Monster loot. Medium and large. I mean, we are rocking mediums and larges, man. But monster loot is potentially cooldown reduction. So we go in. It's shield buffs. Oh, at least it pays for itself. But that's the oh brother moment of the day. First time you burn, freeze. We literally burn like instantly. When you burn, gain regen and increase the damage of your weapons by 3 for the fight. Okay, well freeze is amazing, but every 2 seconds this gets, all weapons get, I think I gotta give it a chance for stout fire, man. And may I perhaps get more damage on our katana, sir? The one thing we're really lacking is I would kill for cooldown reduction on the katana, man, because it charges the powder keg so much faster. I think we gotta kill you quick. Dually builds tend to be shield heavy. I don't know, actually it's burn heavy. I don't know. I have no idea. We win. And they had a really good record coming into this, man. So that was a nice win.
All cannon, no
ball. Delightful. Junk can definitely be good. I mean, we're killing it financially here too.
Relax.
Your leftmost item gains 4 damage if it's a weapon. Yes, it is. Your weapons gain 4 damage. When you freeze, your weapons gain damage. We don't really do that reliably. Reduce all your cooldowns by 2%. I know it's only 2%, but buddy, milk is only 2%, and it's got, like, the world in a chokehold. You ever consider that? Still 2.0 seconds, huh? 2% adds up, that's what I'm trying to say. Weapons gain 1 damage. Regen.
Reuse everything.
Weapons gain 3 damage. Health.
Hooey! Now
Slow items get better.
warms my
I think this was a big win for us. We're gonna get lots of regen off of our burn, right? Every time we gain burn, which is constantly, we're gaining regen and increasing all of our damage. Gumballs. Gumballs are damage. It's kind of expensive though. Gumballs are damage, max HP, shield items, and crit chance. Honestly, it would be nice to have a non-zero crit chance. What we want to see here is as few yellow gumballs as possible, please. 1 is actually, like, acceptable. Now, the downside is we really wanted to see reds and blues, and we got greens instead, but I can't be too upset. I still can't be too upset. 1 yellow out of 10 is, like, a huge dub for us. You might think I'm crazy. I think our build is good, so we fight the biggest guy. We keep it up, man. Keep it up. Now, your items look very scary, but also the more health you have, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, bro. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. You just got destroyed. The skill says... The skill? The skill... Oh, what is this? Every 4 seconds, deal 40 damage. So it's 10 damage a second. Don't get me wrong. It's a little better than that. But you... I just... sadly, I don't think you're what we're looking for, but you are very interesting. I will take large items for a trebuchet chance. When you use a weapon, deal 50 damage. When you use a weapon... Because, like, does this count as a use? I don't think it does. If it did, I would be in. Because I could pull these, put this in here, and then every... I mean, it would basically be like a second... now that I think of it, it's a second katana that takes up way too much space. We say no to that. I'm sorry to say. Cinders again. Sells medium items. Those weapons. We could really use medium items.
I'm pretty laid back.
Haste adjacent items. This is where we have to start to think. The idea is possibly you could pull the trebuchet out. I don't think it's good enough. No. I don't... the trebuchet is what benefits from it. Now, a golden sniper... It's 500... It's 50 damage a second, if it gets to fire. It's really easy to build around, but it completely destroys the build as we have it. You could put a silencer on it, too, which lowers its cooldown. Oh, but we have to... Let me think. You are a weapon. I just think we have such a good synergy going on with this golden powder keg. To throw your basically gold board away in order to take a different gold just doesn't seem like the play for a guy like me, but we'll see. If it had been diamond or enchanted or something, then I might have, or if I had crow's nest already. What is this? Is water wheel. I don't really know what your build does, and that doesn't mean it's bad. It might just mean I don't know what it does. But we have killed you. There's a silver victory, man, with the powder keg.
I paint my ship red, but I don't use paint.
Gumballs, small items. It's gumballs again. Not my favorite, mostly because it's kind of laborious, but it is in beta. Only seeing 1 yellow gumball is huge. We now have a non-zero crit chance, which I like. The powder keg critting could be ridiculous. It does 80% of the enemies. Oh, that's a... The gumballs have been very blessed today. 80% of an enemy's max HP would be kind of disgusting. And you know me, like, the method's been working so far, man, so I'm going to keep it rolling. If I don't know who else to fight, we fight the biggest enemy. You're a healing build. Kind of bad, because you're likely to survive the powder keg, and then maybe you'll heal through it, but I'm hoping the damage over time holds you down. Yeah, it definitely did. We had nothing to worry about at all, actually. I didn't know what I was talking about.
It's over already. We barely got off.
Upgrade an item. Oh. Is this insanity? Diamond powder keg, 50%. And if we can get it to 100 crit chance, I mean, admittedly, enemies can still have shields, but that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. We would love to see mediums and larges.
Small things.
Okay, I mean, we're not going to use this. We're probably never going to use this again.
A gift at any price.
Real talk. Tropical Island gives us stuff to sell every day that buffs us. So I'm willing to spend a lot on it. It might take a while before it really starts to work. Adjacent items have more crit chance. Adjacent items have bonus damage equal to their crit chance. I don't think it's the buckle, man. I don't. I know we want crit chance on this. There's other ways to get it. Give me a diamond tier item, man. You never know. Diamond tier coconut sells for 0. We just got ripped off, man. That might be the worst get. 40 max health for 12? Are you kidding me, man? What do we want? We want to level up. We want to win. We want to level up. And then we want to get Eagle Talisman so we can raise the crit chance on our powder keg to like 30 at least. It would be, obviously 100 would be the best, but that's a long way away. Oh my god, it hit with like the 5% crit chance and killed you in one hit. At least on I'll got you. Give an item a random enchantment? Are you serious, bro? Obviously we're gonna try it. I mean, obviously, we don't know what it is now, so I think you just put it on your fastest cooldown. If it's more burn, it would... Poison? Oh my god, we have a poison synergy, bro. First time you poison, freeze an item for 3 seconds. That's fine. Enchant an item with crit effects. The pogging barrel. This has plus 50% crit chance. Once there was a way to get back homeward. We could probably remove this, man. Brother, your spaceship is done. It's over for you. Because we could possibly replace the trebuchet. I know it applies burn. It's got to be a faster burn if it's going to be it. No Eagle Talisman, man? Did they remove the Eagle Talisman in the patch? Was it too good? Temporary boost, tools, or regen? I mean, we're very close to 10 wins. I would take a temporary boost and some max health. I still would love to do gumballs, just because, like, we'd really love to see 80% crit chance on the barrel. You might say, why 80? Why not 100? Well, I'd love to see 150, but it just, like, it takes a while to get there, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So 80 would be enough that I would feel good about the barrel's chance of critting, because it only gets to go once per fight. And I would start to be annoyed if it didn't work. Okay, we're going up against a 9-win Andy, who has lost 1 game early. So they're really popping off here. This could be a genuine test. They're a heavy burner and a heavy shielder. A crit barrel, though. Everybody's got a plan till a barrel explodes in their face. For enough damage to ruin your perfect, if that's the way the multiplayer works, which it isn't.
Bravery without
And now we're on 9 wins. And I'm in danger of winning too fast. My build hasn't even gotten going yet. We never hasted our katana, man, and that would make the powder keg go off twice as fast. 30 gold. Small non-weapon item. Let me take a peek at it. At the start of each fight, burn 12. Kind of nutty because it does charge that, but this also helps this charge so much fast. It's close, man. I mean, maybe it's not. It feels close.
For me, this is talking fast.
It's just, it's too late.
Business.
It's too late for you.
I will play. Yes, I will.
I think we have a beautiful setup, man. 59% crit chance. We do lose to, like, freeze, but I also feel like, to be fair, almost everything loses to freeze. And we may have a much greater chance of losing if the barrel doesn't crit, because the barrel is, like, obviously, in many situations, it's, like, almost our entire damage. I'm gonna...
Too much treasure.
So I got
not
no...
enough chest.
Got no space for that. And I'm sorry to this guy, but... You're gone. There is a part of me that thinks... I know that the burn charges this, okay? I feel like... There's a part of me that feels... like you pull this... out. And you put this in... to give your barrel the best possible chance of exploding. Now the whole build is all changed around here. There we go. And this might be 2 gigabrain. But, I mean, I really feel... What's your crit chance now is 89? I think if you crit, I have a hard time imagining us losing, man. Leftmost item hastes longer. Poison makes enemy weapons lose damage. Okay, that's disgusting. Because we could make all of their weapons lose damage every 2 seconds. But I think we got to go 2 seconds of haste. Because the only thing that matters, I think, is the barrel firing and critting before their engine gets a chance to go online.
I pay well for mid-sized things.
No thanks, buddy. They don't... I'm playing Go Fish and none of the items match, so no thanks. Alright, here's the moment of truth. Snips.
My fight isn't with you.
My fight isn't with you, Snips. It's with the 89% crit chance, okay? So we're gonna get a lot... we're gonna get a few less charges on the trebuchet, I think. Or the... I don't know. I don't know. The barrel's about to pop. Don't keep it frozen forever. Don't... It won. It won. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The powder keg is disgusting, man. That's a golden victory. I'm taking a screenshot of the build. This is the kind of game that makes you want to take a screenshot of every build. Jerry? Look at this. I'm using print screen. I'm using Windows Shift S to open the snipper tool. Well... Hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you have, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. I'm having a great time with the Bazaar, and I'll see you next time. See ya.